computer since she could remember. Melanie's mother, check this out, folks. If you want to talk about connection, dropped her off at school every morning at 7:30 a.m. Then where did Mom go every day? Where? Every day. What did Melanie's mother do at 2:30 p.m. when the school bell rang to get out of school? What did she do? Yeah. Picked her daughter up from school and spent the rest of the night with who? Her daughter. Building a connection. Melanie's father, gentlemen, she never knew him because he left when she was born, perhaps due to his lack of. But we don't want to judge him because that's not our place, right? Not our place. Every day after that, where did Melanie Brona sit for lunch at West Jordan High School? That's what made the news. Did you hear what I just said? In fact, check this out. The cheerleaders of our high school, my senior year, nominated Melanie Bronis the head cheerleader of our school. And it caught national news. Katie Couric interviewed it. Incredible. All because of the vision of how many people? How many? Yeah. Who just so happened to be who? Was it anybody? Hey, I hope more of you are getting this. See, some of you are going to believe in yourself. Some of you are going to believe this, and some of you aren't. Man, you got to open up if you're going to hear this message. All because of the vision of one person, who in turn affected how many ball players? 11. Which then in turn affected how many students at my school? Thank you. Somebody's paying attention right here. 2,500. Now think about this. How many of you went to the basketball games and the football games? By the way, our gym was packed, and our team sucked. Hope I can share that with you. The gym was packed every game, not because they were there to watch a game, but who were they there to watch? They were like this. Watch this. They were like this. The crowd. And what were they thinking as they were watching this girl? What was happening? What were they doing? Thank you. You're understanding. They were connecting not just with Melanie, but with who? Themselves. Here's my question for each of you tonight. Are you willing to allow yourself to do the same thing? Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to ask again and hope people... Are you willing to do the same thing? Yes. Thank you very, very much. Now let's move on quickly about this world record marathon. I had a vision. I didn't say I was smart, folks. I did not say I was smart, but I had a vision to set a world record, to push this chair from a place called Temple Square in Salt Lake City, Utah. Some of you have heard of it. To another place called the Mirage. Where's that? Heaven to hell, if you want to think about it in hindsight, right? We can be honest. Can we be honest? We can be honest. And I trained for 18 months to break this record. 6 of those months I had to train in Vegas. Why? Heat. See, check this out. As a quadriplegic, I lost the thermostat. It's located right here at C3 in all of your necks. Right here. That's the vertebrae that I crushed. So I lost the ability to tell the difference between hot and cold. Translated, when all of you get cold, what does your body read? What does it do? Shivers. I don't shiver anymore at all. Period. At all. That's why I have on 3 pairs of long johns. If you want to talk about getting connected, come check it out. 3 pairs. What happens when y'all get hot? You sweat. I don't sweat at all. Seriously. Period. Sounds like a modern miracle to most of you, doesn't it? I've saved a lot of money in deodorant, and I have a lot more friends than many of you in this room for that very, very reason. Right? So I had to spend 6 months in Vegas adapting to the heat, because it's easier to cool down than it is to get warm for people like me. One day after training, we're wandering down the strip. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and my bride. And when I talk about my bride, hey, you're going to meet her here in just a little bit. Her name is Shondell. She is a sweetheart. So I thought that day. We're wandering down the strip one afternoon, and we noticed not too far on the distance a roller coaster. Now, folks, you have to understand this. Anybody in here like roller coasters? Okay. We're disconnected for a little while here. We're disconnected. I hate roller coasters. Never liked roller coasters when I had the use of both of these. And when we looked off in the distance, my brother noticed not too far off in the distance the biggest roller coaster I had ever seen in my life. Get this. It started somewhere inside the hotel at the very bottom, exited the building, climbed its way to the top of the building, and then it dropped at almost a 90-degree angle. And then it took one on... No, sir, no, you're missing this. No, it's not what I'm missing. Sir, I don't know what you're smoking, but you can't smoke in a hotel. Then it took one on 2 consecutive loops, which took one upside down, and then it finished with a series of hills, twists, turns, and bumps, and then it disappeared back into the hotel. My brother looked at me in this circumstance, and he said, "Chad, doesn't that look like fun?" Now, do I look stupid? I said, no. He then turned to my wife, Shondell, whom I thought was a